kind of zoomed out, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. I really got to get some of this cocoa butter.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I can only imagine.
My mom put me on the cocoa butter when I was like a kid.
Yeah?
Yeah, dude.
Not like this, man.
Yeah, dude. It's a thing.
Ah,
Especially this brand.
damn.
Like, there's other cocoa butter combinations and cocoa butter formulas.
Yeah.
And,
Some of them are like weak though.
yeah,
Like
man. They're mixing
cocoa
it with Vaseline and aloe, and it's like,
yeah, like lanolin and all this.
all these unknowns.
Yeah,
But
it's
yeah,
just 100%.
this brand, 100% cocoa butter, the yellow stick, makes a difference.
So I get there's a tub of it's this yellow, it's like a thick consistency, not coconut, it's doesn't matter, but yeah. I need to get some more because I usually use vitamin A and D. Doesn't really work.
Yeah, so when I got my first tattoo, I put A and D on it because that's what they tell you to use.
Yeah.
And it wasn't allowing my skin to breathe.
Yeah. A lot of people like cake that stuff on.
Yeah, well, I was babying it. It was my first tattoo. I didn't have much compared to
Yeah.
So I was definitely babying it.
Yeah.
And then I just noticed it was like kind of turning white and kind of puffy, and I was like, "What's that?"
Oh no.
It wasn't like alarming when I just kind of cut back from like caking it on.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, okay, it just needs to breathe."
Yeah.
And then when I got my second tattoo, and then like after like 2 weeks of A&D, I was like, let me try cocoa butter, like something more natural, and I already had it at my house, and so I used it, and my skin reacted much better.
Oh,
Like by the end of the day, I was like, oh yeah, cocoa butter for life. No more A&D. It's just not necessary.
Nah, I went to where was I at? I think I was in Vietnam. I was in Vietnam and they got me this like tattoo, like this nice little thing that you can apply to it, and that feels good. But I do want to try something better, like something that's not like Vaseline.
Yeah, dude.
Every tattoo stuff feels like Vaseline type deal.
Yeah, you gotta check for the jelly.
The petroleum jelly.
Yeah.
It feels like all of them have petroleum jelly.
It's just like gel. It's not really healing.
No,
or anything.
no.
It kind of clogs your pores.
Yes, that's the problem. That's usually the problem. Like when you cake that stuff on, it's just like your pores they're not breathing.
Yeah, it's not the same.
No,
it's not the same.
Not at all. Not at all.
All right, I just want to make sure we are recording. Okay, cool. All right, man. So let's get into it.
Let's do it.
All right. So, hi, everyone. Happy New Year. It is January 1st, 2021. I'm sure we're all excited about that. And in the spirit of 2021, when I woke up this morning, I was like, hey, my good friend is in town. You should like practice some video and just shoot some free throws, as I call it, and get him on camera and just document the moment, because 2020 taught us that life is short, and so if you don't act quick, you might not get a chance to act at all. So here we are. Thank you for joining us.
Absolutely.
Joining me. It's just me and all of you watching. Anyways, so yes, this is Terrance Smith, formerly known as Come to the Party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a great time.
But since the name, now he's Neighborhood Terry. I'm referring to him on Instagram, by the way.
Yeah.
Terrance takes photos. He's a mental health advocate.
Yeah.
Please share more. Tell us.
Wow, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just general,
like who you are, like Terrance Smith. Tell us a little bit about yourselves.
And well, if you were to check out my Instagram, it says Earth Photographer. I film myself more on just like kind of the massive, more Earth side of things. Went away from portraits for a while, and now I'm just kind of shooting bees and flowers and things that make me feel good.
So when I met Terrance, he was really into portraiture, specifically female portraiture. And I credit Terrance a lot for me getting into portraiture, because he just made it look so easy, and I was just like, man, I love humans. I want to photograph humans. And then we were just running together a lot. That was like 2016.
Yeah.
So yeah, you definitely like ushered me into portraits, but you said now you're you're Earth photographer.
Yeah.
So I know you love like bumblebees and flowers. Talk about that. Like, what does it do for you?
There was this trip. I was living in Germany from 2017 to February 2020. And I had visited some friends up in the Netherlands. I had went through a breakup, visited some friends, just kind of wanted to get my spirits back. And we did a trip, like a psychedelic trip. And I was in this bush. Took me a while to get in this bush. I was very fearful I was in this bush. But I was in this bush.
How'd you get in the bush? Sorry. Back up.
Look,
Right.
I walked past this, like we were in this park. It was about 5 of us, some people that I didn't really know, but it was good. We did about like 2.5, 3 grams of mushrooms. And so I went out on my way during like the middle of the trip, and I saw this like thick bush just out in the middle of this park, and something told me to like sit in this bush. But I was scared. I don't know why I thought there were snakes in there.
I wouldn't just hop in a random bush without being scared.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, there's plenty of reason to be scared of that.
Absolutely not. So I'm like in my head, the influence that I was at the moment, I was like, there's gonna be snakes in there. There's gonna be like a wild boar in there. It was just
a wild boar. Shout out to Pumbaa.
Yeah. in my thought process at the time, there was a lot going on in that bush, but I couldn't go. Like I couldn't pan away from it. Like something was telling me, like I need to go in there. I need to get in there.
So that's how you got in the bush.
I've never sat in like a random just bush of weeds.
But you did.
Yeah.
So
I got in there, and I got real low.
Ooh.
I got real low, and then I sat down, and I'm just looking at like all the little bugs, just like meandering around, little butterflies.
Taking it in.
Oh my goodness.
He was one with the dirt, yo.
Yeah. No. Oh, that was soul food.
Nice.
That was soul food.
And that was the connection to the
that was it. I was like, man, I don't do this enough. I don't do this anymore. As a kid, I used to love being outside.
So true.
We had a canyon right in my backyard as a kid, and I used to love playing in the canyon. And so that's where the bumblebees came from. I realized that, man, my child wants to come out.
Okay.
Yeah, and so
that childlike creativity.
It's one and the same.
It's fleeting.
Yeah.
As you get older, you get serious, start taking everything so serious. You don't play in the dirt anymore. We got to make time to play in the dirt.
No.
It feeds the soul, according to this earth photographer.
There's this passage in my journal that says, the farther we grow from the ground, the farther we get from the ground.
Okay.
And like the more you grow, like as in age, and you go through life, and the farther you get from like that dirt, you're just growing farther from it. You gotta go back home. You gotta go back home. Like that's home. That's soul work. That's soul work.
I dig it.
Yeah.
I dig it.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you. Wow.
No,
Earth photographer.
Yeah.
All right. So tell us a little bit about 2020. I know you were in Hawaii. I know. So Terrance, when we first met, he lived here in DC. He was stationed here in DC, and then you went to Germany next.
Yes.
It was in Germany for 3 years.
Yes.
Yeah, it was in Germany for 3 years. He's currently in Hawaii. And when did you get to Hawaii?
So I to get all that, I had exited from the Army in February. Went back to San Diego.
Terrance is a veteran. Terrance is a veteran in the Army.
Yeah, 7 years. 8 years in February. So I got back, went back home to San Diego, and my plan was to go down to Mexico, like do a bike, like get on a motorcycle and go down to Mexico. Pandemic hit, and so I was like, okay, let me relax and kind of chill here. And some job offerings came calling, and Hawaii was one of them, Alaska was one of them, and San Diego was one of them. And I said I'm kind of done with the winter, and so it was an obvious choice. And so Hawaii it was, and that's where I went. So July, I made my move, my second international move.
You've only been there since July? Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I feel like
July 23rd.
I feel like you've been there all year.
It feels good. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's been a long year.
Okay.
It's been a long year.
So he's been in Hawaii. What part of Hawaii?
I'm in the North Shore.
The North Shore.
North Shore. North Shore. Shout out to the North Shore.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's been in Hawaii since July. How you liking it? You seem to be loving it.
Oh man. Oh.
From what I can see on Instagram, you seem to be loving it.
I am having a great time out
love
there.
That.
I am having a great time.
I love that.
I live on top of this mountain. Right outside my house is just palm trees, coconuts, avocados. The birds wake me up. The trees wake me up. It's good for my heart.
Yeah, it's okay. So tell them about the water tank.
Oh, so so I live in this this old water tower.
It's a repurposed water tower.
Yes, a repurposed water tower. How I got in that water tower, I was waiting. I was waiting. I was like, you know what? The universe is gonna supply me with exactly what I need.
You did some shopping.
Yeah, I was looking around. I was looking around, but nothing was biting. Nothing was biting. Like the different locations I was looking at, the spot where I'm at in the North Shore, it all came, like it came together.
So you live in a repurposed water tower surrounded by plants.
Yes.
And animals and birds and flowers and frogs and worms and all those earth things.
Yes.
Love that.
Yes. I
wanna manifest a living situation like that.
Yeah.
Here we go. Speaking it into existence.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Love that.
The frog comes to my doorstep when I need it the most.
Okay, he's told me about this frog, but tell the people. Talk about the frog.
The first time I found the frog on my doorstep was October 31st. I think it was a full moon. I don't know if October 31st was a full moon.
Could have been.
Could have been.
No, Halloween was a full moon.
October 31st.
You said 31st. I heard 23rd. I don't know why.
Oh, that's okay.
October 31st was a full moon.
Yeah. So I went out. I did a mushroom trip. I went out and walked on the water. That was when I had these affirmations to myself that I wanted to take my spirituality wholeheartedly. Like I wanted to step into it so much more. Oh, dang, I'm just not bringing that together. Yeah, I wanted to step into it more. I was taking accountability of like, okay, I've been doing this kind of half-heartedly. I want to go full into it. Got home and there was just a little frog. I'd never seen a frog just like on my doorstep, like on the actual doormat, like welcome mat.
Yeah, he was welcoming you home.
Croaked and you just walked him away. I was like, that's something.
Almost like he just wanted to feel your presence.
Yeah.
Just like let you know.
It was that affirmation. Like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You are right. You are right. You are here. You are welcome and you are received.
I love that.
Shout out to Diana.
Who's Diana?
Iana. It's it's Hawaii.
Oh.
AINA. Yeah, it's the islands, the energy.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's the ancestors.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the ocean.
Okay.
That greets you. You will know if you're received there or not.
Wow.
You will know if you are received there.
And so then the land accepted you.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. You will know if you're received and you will know if you're not welcomed.
Wow.
Yeah, you will feel it.
That's amazing.
You will feel it. And so that's when you see.
I'm gonna come visit you now.
Yeah,
we're gonna see about this acceptance.
When you see
I hope I'm good. I hope I clear the test.
When you see me glow, it's the islands. It's the
Love
islands.
that.
Yeah, it's the islands.
All right, so you've been in Hawaii since July. What was it like moving around and just 2020 in general? Yeah, we don't have to go all the way into it.
But yeah,
share as much as you would love.
Yeah, I've been traveling since I was 18, and that comes with a lot. Mm-hmm. It comes with a lot. But moving to Hawaii specifically, it was a test to myself that I could do this without the military. I could do this without, all of these restraints. I can do this. I want to prove it to myself that like I can do this. I'm real. Sure. I'm genuine. What I stand for and what I believe in is genuine, and it's solid, and it has a foundation, and it's going to support me. And so that's really what I felt.
And you just see like I just got to do this.
I have to. There's no other because I had the option.
When did you make that decision? Like that sounds like that was made prior to 2020.
Because I put in the application for University of Hawaii actually when I was in Germany.
When you were in Germany?
December.
Oh.
Yeah, last year of 2019.
Okay.
So it was there and there was some other universities, but I knew that when I left the military, I wanted to make sure I was real. I wanted to make sure that I was good and like I wanted to fall on myself.
Ooh.
I wanted to fall on myself.
On yourself?
Yes.
Not anybody else?
No.
I dig that. Okay, so late December 2018. 2018 or 2019?
2019.
Late December 2019.
Yeah, I just got back from India.
Okay.
Just got back from India.
Man loves traveling. She loves traveling. Follow him on Instagram. He's all over the place. It's entertaining to see where he's at.
Yeah.
Okay, late December 2019.
Yeah.
you're in Germany,
Yeah.
and you kind of just accept the challenge of like digging into the spirituality
Yeah.
and like really feeling it out,
Yeah.
and you felt that Hawaii would help you do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you picked from, you had like I know in the military you have options of like your next orders and like what you can do next. So what were your other options other than Hawaii?
So Hawaii wasn't a military option, so I was leaving the military.
Got it.
All the way. So they had nothing for me. They had a one-way ticket to San Diego because that's where they plucked me from.
So it was University of Hawaii is what made you go to Hawaii.
That was my thought process. I was like, I'm gonna go there because they had a degree in horticulture because I wanted to be more learning about herbs.
Horticulture, for those that don't know, is
it's to do with herbs. So it's smaller scale agriculture. So it's more plants. You can, if you have a degree in horticulture, you can work at a botanica. You can own your own botanica and things like that. But it's a smaller scale, more community, because I wanted to build with the community when it comes to like herbs and learning how to curate your own like little farms and things like that.
This man, side note, was looking for mullein leaf last night. I learned all about mullein leaf and what it does for you. And he says, Julian, we should go to the grocery store. And immediately, as soon as he said that, and I've never heard of mullein leaf, but I know like certain herbs. I have a fair acknowledgement of different herbs and what they can do. I never heard of mullein leaf though. And how casually he shared that he was looking for mullein leaf, and then he follows up with, we should go to the grocery store. Is there like a Trader Joe's around here? And I was like, there's no way that Trader Joe's is gonna have your specific herb that you learned about in Hawaii. I just love that you thought it was readily available. Maybe it ought to be. Maybe we can improve and like help people be healthier.
No, but we do.
With more mullein leaf on deck.
We do. Mullein leaf needs to be more widespread.
Mullein leaf. Shout out 2021.
Mullein leaf changed my life.
There you go.
Mullein leaf changed my life.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. We gotta find out about this. Is it on Amazon?
Yes.
Okay.
You can get pound bags of mullein.
I'll try to buy local if I can find it. But I mean, hey, this is slim pickings here.
Yeah.
All right.
Share with your friends. Mullein is good for you. It's good for congestion. It's good for the throat. Activate that throat chakra. Activate your communication. Use it as a herbal blend is what I primarily use it for, and it helps out.
Love that.
I have asthma and it really.
Love that. You know, I grew up with asthma, and I don't know that I have it anymore. Sometimes I get like some wheezing action, but I haven't had like an actual issue in a very long time. So I don't know that I still have it, but I relate to that asthma thing. So if it helps with that, I'm down to dig into it. Okay, cool. So the spirituality and like, where's that at now? Like, how are you feeling connected to your spiritual being and realm of things now? Like, how have you grown? What have you learned?
Well, right now we're actually sitting, all these books on the table. This is all these books that's helped me in my life. These are very important books to me. So the Wheels of Life, it taught me a lot about the sacral chakra, which is what I'm working on right now. It's the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra is a little bit more into sexuality and creativity, which is one and the same, this energy, this flow. The last 2 years I was working on the root chakra, which is more stability, it's more grounding, it's making sure you know like you're supported, you're stable.
It's like home,
earth,
foundation.
Yes.
Yeah, and like who you really are.
I'm strong. I know it.
Grounded.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Spiritual. Like I'm holding this stone.
He's holding a citrine crystal.
I've had this citrine like close to me since I've got here. It keeps me grounded. But spirituality. I woke up, I think, the day after I landed here, so December 30th, and I had this surge of energy, and I cemented what I wanted going into the new year, specifically going into spring. And it's more heart activity.
Okay.
I think we did talk about this. More heart chakra work, more.
That's where you are now.
Yeah.
So you've worked on the root last year.
Yeah.
You still have intentions for your sacral.
Yeah.
But right now you're focused on the heart.
Heart.
Okay.
Heart.
Okay.
Heart.
And what is it about the heart right now? And for those that don't know, the heart is number 4 on the one through there's 7 chakras. The heart is number 4, and the heart is what connects the top to the bottom.
Yes.
Right. So your foundation, your roots, and your sacral are below your navel. I mean below your heart. And your intuition and your throat, your sense of communication and your intuition are 5, 6, and 7. So
Yeah.
the heart is right in the middle, and it connects the top and the bottom. So if your heart is off, your alignment is off, your connection is off, your flow is off. So I love that you are focused on your heart chakra. I put a lot of effort into my heart chakra last year in 2019.
Yeah.
So that's wow. It's 2021. It feels like a long time ago
Right?
now. Yeah.
Isn't that
But
wild?
no, yeah, I was like really focused on the heart chakra there for a while. So what is it about the heart chakra that you feel needs attention?
Everything for me centers around love. Like love being just this whole aspect, dynamic of existence for me. It's the end all be all of everything. It's like love. And the heart source and the heart center and how it speaks to us and how we decipher its language. This is what through society and through my 26 years of living, it's grown a little cold. Because for a while I wasn't listening to it. I wasn't feeding it. I wasn't giving it much attention. I was desensitized in a way to my heart. And now I'm feeling this calling through working through my sacral, working more through my throat chakra with my family. I feel this calling that my heart is ready. Oh, I feel like the surge of energy right now just talking about it. The heart's ready. It's definitely ready.
Yeah, so that means it's open.
Yeah.
And it's breathing.
Yeah.
And
there was cobwebs.
Yeah.
It was cold.
Cold.
A lot of people would tell me how there wasn't this problem with feeling them.
Like you probably come off as numb.
Yes.
Insensitive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel that.
Yes.
I can relate.
Yes.
I think it has a lot to do with being a man.
Oh.
Especially like being a black man.
Oh
like,
my goodness, yes.
Men already are like, don't, like you hear people say like, don't cry, you're a man, or whatever, like toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
Or just like toughing it up to get through life. You gotta be tough to get through life, or you gotta be courageous, and then I think that can lead to your heart going cold or dormant.
I think that I'm sorry.
No.
I think that when we speak on toxic masculinity, we're not doing ourselves a justice because we're putting it in this box and we're not really deciphering what that means.
Yeah.
So for the black man,
it's almost like you're canceling it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
Right.
That is not toxic. We have to speak on this is divine masculinity.
Ooh.
This is not toxic.
Ooh.
We just need to harness this energy.
Yeah.
To harness this chi, harness this this divineness.
Got it.
This is ambrosia. So when I feel my heart and I feel like that masculinity side of it, I'm thinking of like my lineage, the ancestors, as a black man, where we come from, like what races through our blood, and what it means to be the provider.
Okay.
And a nurturer.
Yeah. And a leader.
And a leader.
Maybe not. Maybe that's. I don't know. I don't think masculinity is toxic. I think when you overdo it, it becomes toxic.
Yeah, and
right?
it's yeah.
And so, I do think like part of the masculine, it's like the leader, like you said, the leader, the provider. Yeah. But if it gets out of control, you can become insensitive to others' needs. The people you're trying to lead. If you're insensitive to their needs, then you're probably not the best leader.
Yes.
So you gotta balance it. It's all about balance.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the thing with just a little bit more on this topic, the thing with masculinity and speaking on the heart, we live in a society where masculinity is so ever present and it's so off balance.
It's so celebrated and it's so
when it comes to power, the patriarchy, when it comes to sex and the culture around sex and how this can just off balance just the societal energy, this collective energy. And now everybody's just gunning for men, especially black men.
Especially black men.
Especially black men.
Well.
You
win some, you lose some.
So to close out that, for the last year or so, I've been really digging out patterns and habits, some addictions.
Ooh,
specifically.
reflection, self-reflection and self-realization.
There's some things here that are connecting to my heart. There's some things here why I'm desensitized, or why I'm not being empathetic.
Or some things you learned along the way.
Yes.
The way you were raised.
Yes.
That's huge for me.
Yes.
It's like I'm still like, I shouldn't say still. I'm consistently unpacking what I don't like about certain aspects of my upbringing, or what I saw along the way. And it's like, maybe I can just be my own man and own person and make my own decision about this thing right over here.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's, for me, it's a lot of unlearning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You're always unlearning.
Because it's not all bad.
No, not at all.
It's not all great either.
No,
like,
no.
Some of that you
finding the best. You're sifting through it for the goal.
Through,
yeah, you're sifting.
Sifting through, and it's like, okay, it's like you identify this thing like that deserves your attention, and then you like kind of process it, and then you make your own decision about it. Now that you've grown and had your own experiences in life, you can make your own decision about it.
You can choose it now.
Choose it. That's powerful.
You can choose this.
Yeah.
I can choose if that's good for me or not. I know that it was taught for me all these years, and I know that it's been habit and it's been pattern, but I never chose it.
I love that.
That's taking your will.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's power.
Wow. I love that. All right. All right. So, thank you for sharing all of that. I think I just have one more question for you.
Yeah, please.
Going forward, 2021 and beyond.
Yes.
What are you thinking for yourself? What do you see for yourself? What are your intentions?
I'm going international again.
International?
Yeah. I got another move in me.
Yeah?
Yeah, I got another move in me.
And what do you intend to get out of that?
The next space I think I'm gonna be for a while.
The next space?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be there for a while.
The next rehabilitated water tank?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be there for a while. Yeah, right. I think Hawaii was, and bless those islands. But I could see myself like, I could stay there. You will be able to stay there for as long as you need to. But I know that like I can return there also. And
True.
So I know that it's a stepping stone right now. It's giving me exactly what I need. I don't want to wear out my welcome. I want to be respectful.
Yeah,
you know, like
Ayana.
Yeah, I want to be respectful.
Yeah, dude, don't use it up.
Yeah.
Save some for later.
Yes, I want to be respectful. I want to communicate. I want to have that reciprocated, and I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna go. Yeah.
Very nice.
So I see another move for me.
So it sounds like just 2021 is just like upward and onward.
Yeah.
Just keep pushing.
Yeah. Open up the heart.
I dig it.
Yeah.
And with upward and onward with an open heart.
Yes.
With
intention.
Key.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's key.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that.
If I'm doing that without intention, without the heart opening, then I'm going the wrong way. Yeah.
I love it, man. It's awesome. Man, thank you, dude. That was sick.
Oh, of course. Man, I was vibing.
Yeah.
I was going crazy. This stone started pulsing.